Keep your hands up, man. Yo.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Make sure you are alert at all times.
Shuffle, my God.
Shuffle. Please shuffle.
Fancy footwork keeps you alive out here. Oh, man. Just saying, man. Listen, bro. Listen, man. You see Bud Crawford's footwork or Floyd Mayweather? Yo, the highlights of seeing Mayweather evade fighters. Oh my God, it's masterful.
People forget that Floyd was actually a knockout artist in the beginning, but his hands was deteriorating.
If you let Skip tell it, you don't ever follow boxing. He's a runner. Meanwhile, if you watch Pretty Boy Floyd, boy, that hands was active, bro. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no. His hands are deteriorating, right before our very eyes. So
listen, man.
He don't got the sting behind it like that.
Listen, man. That young one he made. Listen, from what I've seen, man.
Oh, he was oh my God.
Listen, man. Listen, man. That's a level of tag you ain't trying to play.
Nah.
Yo,
nah.
That's a level of tag you're not trying to play.
People forgot how powerful he was, but his hands. His body was betraying him, so he has to switch up on people.
For anybody who's ever played Sonic, just imagine getting hit by the spikes over and over again, and the rings just keep coming out.
Yeah, nah. Floyd was tagging people up back in the day.
And my thing is like, it's more to me. Even though I thought Pacquiao could really give him problems and beat him and stuff like that. Listen, regardless of what people say, ducking and stuff like that, at the end of the day, he's fought everybody who you put in front of him. The objective is to hit and not get hit or get as hit as easy as possible. And anybody with a brain who would not want to operate, who would not want to be influenced by that style of fighting, should not enter that ring, to be honest with you.
Because there's nothing worse. For example, when Charlo went against Canelo. He was too undersized, bro.
I hear they're trying to make the Bud and Canelo happen.
Yeah, they make. That's supposed to be after.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Charlo's brother, and then Bud after that.
Do you think he was just too undersized, or do you think he just wasn't good technically enough to deal with Canelo?
Bro, he was punching him, and Canelo was eating it. So then he started to stalk him. When last you see a fight where Canelo stalks somebody?
Listen,
I'm being for real.
When's the last time I see Canelo?
When last time you see Canelo get into a fight and stalk somebody down? His earlier years, yes.
Might have been like maybe his second or third fight with Triple G.
Yeah, because I guess he figured out to corner the ring. The science.
Yeah, he cut the ring off.
Yeah, he cut the ring off. But usually, he just ever since Floyd, he want to be a bull in China shop. Mm-hmm. He switched it up on people.
He had to. Yo, when you're trying to play tag and you can't tag back, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Listen, he learned a lot. Became a better fighter for that. But,
exactly.
But hey.
And then he lost. I think the last time Canelo lost was against, I think he tried to fight a guy who was like 20 or 25 pounds heavier.
I think it was that. I think he was from Russia. I'm not exactly sure.
Or like a
Bevel or something like that.
Something like that.
He was not playing around with Canelo. I'll tell you that right now. He was not playing around.
He was undersized for that fight. That dude was way bigger than him. Took the fight, But sometimes
it just seemed like to me he was just a better fighter. No, size makes a difference. I just think he was just outclassed in that fight, bro.
He was undersized.
Because we could say the same thing about Floyd versus him. You know that, right?
What, Floyd and him?
Canelo was the bigger man.
Yeah.
Canelo was the bigger man, and he could not,
No, couldn't touch him.
Welcome
you guys to another lovely episode of On the Record Podcast. I am DJ Intense, your host with the most. And to my left, I have no other than I Am Walt in the building. What's up, my boy?
Pretty good, man. For the most part, weekend has been solid. Today is not too bad. And yeah, man, just, still got the valleys. I'm working out, but but it's not like, dragging it for the most part.
Yeah, you get out of it, man. Like Jay-Z said in his Grammy acceptance speech, man, keep showing up.
Yes.
Keep showing up. Keep staying dedicated to your craft, but make sure you come every day.
That's a fact.
And don't worry about the awards. Don't worry about the accolades. Just show up. I'm gonna play the clip of what he said later on. But
man,
so this is the Grammy episode.
It sure is.
Because last night was the Grammys.
Yep, quite the spectacle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
The clear-cut winners for this year's Grammy was Miley Cyrus, SZA,
yeah,
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, for sure.
They did some damage.
Yeah, they sure did. Taylor Swift did some damage too.
That was to the end.
I mean, she won some awards. There's more than one.
Anyways, listen, this is not shade to the Swifties. I'm just trying to make sense of this kind of mathematics they come up with the equation.
Don't matter what you say. The pitchforks stay active, man. No matter what they say. It don't matter what you say. Okay.
So overall, I enjoyed the show. Trevor Noah did his thing.
Sure did.
The artists who received the awards were very elegant.
Yeah.
People were behaved. Couple of sound issues, but I guess because all the back and forths and moving from seat to seat and not a lot of time to get there, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a spectacle. Was not.
Well. Maybe not.
Maybe one person said some things. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe someone got escorted out.
I don't think I feel the need to bring that up, to be quite honest.
Man.
Even though it did happen, but he's speaking today, so it's probably something.
It happened. I just don't like it happening on that day.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
So, the first category the Grammys had announced was the best pop song.
First category was. Let me look this up.
I think that was the best pop solo performance. That was it. That's how the show kicked off. First of all, they had a performance by Dua Lipa, and she did her thing.
Bro, she's like really must see, man. Like she reminds me of a lot of different people in different ways. Like when I look at her, I think about them great 80s pop stars. And when I say pop, I mean it at an elite level of making great music that reaches a lot of people. She gives me echoes of Madonna. Cause like when I think of her, like she's very versatile. She can make a lot of different records. Now the one thing I got to give Madonna credit about that I see in Dua Lipa is that she was very versatile with the records she made.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just pop records, It was she could make R&B influenced records. She could make ballads. She could make disco type of records, and she could make acoustic driven, records too. So Dua Lipa has that all in abundance, and she's not to play with, man.
So they had that, and then went to I guess best pop song, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the best pop solo performance was either What I Was Made For by Billie Eilish, Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo, Anti-Hero, Taylor Swift,
mm-hmm.
Paint the Town Red, Doja Cat,
yep.
and Flowers was Miley Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
And Miley Cyrus won that award.
Great record by Miley Cyrus.
It is.
Great record by her team. Everybody involved, like, honestly, what I want you listeners to understand before we go further is there's nothing wrong with commercial records and pop records and stuff like that. To be able to craft a song that's catchy with good verses and a bridge with great musical composition that people genuinely like.
Yep.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
It's hard out here.
And then later on, they had Best Pop Duo Group Performance.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 Miles with Miley Cyrus featuring Brandy Carly.
Yep.
Candy Necklace, Lana Del Rey featuring John Bastet.
Yep.
Never Felt So Alone, Labyrinth featuring Billie Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
Karma, Taylor Swift featuring Ice Spice. Remember how that happened. Taylor's previous boyfriend was out here talking smack.
What else is new?
And they did Damage Control and grabbed up, the ginger hair girl.
Why not?
And she did her thing.
Tactical.
Very tactical. And then the Ghost in the Machine, SZA featuring Phoebe Bridgers. And SZA won that award.
Yeah, it's a feature. Mm-hmm.
No, she won the award because it's her song.
Oh, yeah. It's her song. My bad.
And then it was Best Pop Vocal Album. You had Chemistry, Kelly Clarkson. Shout out to Kelly Clarkson. You've been doing it for a while.
I don't think people understand how great Kelly Clarkson is as a singer. Her
especially coming from
American Idol.
Yep.
There's she's to me, she's like in a top 2, top 3. Even though this person, I think the most talented American Idol I've seen, based on what I've seen thus far, was Adam Lambert.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
mm-hmm.
You had that. You had Endless Summer Vacation, Miley Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
Guts, Olivia Rodrigo. Mm-hmm. Subtract by Ed Sheeran. And Midnights by Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here in that category. I'm like, you know what? Out of all those albums right there for pop vocal album, I really enjoyed Guts and Kelly Clark. They all were good, but I didn't see Taylor Swift win this award. And of course, Taylor Swift wins that award, Midnights.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
It's a big category.
Shout out to Skrillex. He won for Best Dance Electronic Recording.
Shout out to Skrillex.
Kylie
Minogue. Kylie Minogue?
Minogue, she won Padam for Best Pop Dance Recording.
Mm-hmm.
And then Best Dance Electronic Music Album was won by Actual Life 3, Fred Again.
I gotta get back in my EDM bag because I love that genre of music, man. I love it a lot.
And then also another group that was very, very heavy on was in a lot of categories was Boy Genius.
Yes.
Because they won Best Rock Song and Best Alternative Music Album.
I believe it's a female duo.
I've heard the name pop up
Boy
on
Genius.
The Billboard charts. Boy
Mm-hmm.
Genius. So I have one of the records. And then here's what kind of had me going, looking at like, whoa. Paramore won an album, won a Grammy for Best Rock Album and Best Alternative Music Performance.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
They've been doing it for a while.
I've been a Paramore fan since the MySpace age.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's one of the bands I felt like should have been a lot further. But what I will say is I respect the consistency because even among the changes in the lineup, the quality of music was still on par.
Good. So then they did the pop stuff in the beginning, and then came the Tracey Chapman and actually no. First of all, it was Luke Combs performing Fast Car.
Oh, my bad.
What?
So Boy Genius is 3 women.
Okay.
3 women, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Fast Car by Luke Combs. You got a fast car. And, bro, it slapped me in the face when we're sitting there. And here is Tracey Chapman holding the guitar. First of all, you saw black hands holding the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And when the camera zoomed out, Tracey Chapman performing at the Grammys.
Yep. Fast Car released
30 years. That song came out 30 years ago.
came out April 6th. It was released April 6th, 1988.
It's no longer than that.
Yep. 30 this
35, 36
it's going to be 36 years in April.
Yeah.
Yep.
That song is 36 years old.
That's incredible. The staying power of these kind of records, man, like,
And the fact that
wow.
because of her performing with Luke Combs, because I'm sure a lot of people forgot that Tracy Chapman it's her song.
It's her record.
And Luke Combs did a cover record.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he won a Grammy too, so she won a Grammy essentially because, it's her song.
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you had that going on. Did he win? Did he win an award?
Shout out to Great Acoustic Records. I love great acoustic songs. And it just shows you how timeless and influential a song like that is. But yeah.
Because I don't think I don't see it here. So for country, White Horse by Chris Stapleton won Best Country Solo Performance. That's a cold white band, bro.
I agree.
Fast Car was nominated in that category, but didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
Best Country Dual Performance, Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves. I Remember Everything. That's a cold white dude right there, y'all. Zach Bryan, get to know him too.
I need to get my country bag as well.
Best Country Song in that category was White Horse by Chris Stapleton and Dan Wilson. Best Country Album, Lainey Wilson.
Shout out to Dan Wilson. For those who don't know, Dan Wilson was the former lead singer of Semisonic. They had that big hit record in the 90s called Closing Time. He also co-wrote and produced on Adele's 21 album and co-wrote Someone Like You. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Also, shout out to Kirk Franklin for winning another Grammy for Best Gospel Performance / Song.
That's what's up.
And Best Gospel Album went to Ty Tribbett.
He's very good. From the stuff that I've heard, I'm pretty sure my sister put me on. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah, he's very good.
Very, very, very
Gabby
good.
Moreno went for Best Latin Pop Album. And the Best Musical Urbana Album is basically a Spanish Urbana. Was Karol G. Now Karol G's been doing this for a while too.
Yep, it's paying off, man. She looked great. I like how wholesome her speech was. As she was accepting the award, representing for Latin countries, especially Colombia, where she's from. And it's just nice to see this international wave of music come full circle and break the American market, because that's the biggest thing. If you can break the American market, which is the hardest market to break, you're breaking everywhere.
And then one category that caught my eye was Best African Music Performance. I'm a Piano was Asake and Omale.
Yes.
City Boys, Burna Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Unavailable, Davido versus featuring Muskies.
Davido.
Rush featuring Arya Star. And Water by Tyler. And Water won.
Yes.
That category, I've been happy for anybody who won that category.
Honestly, they was all deserving of that category. I have, on one of my IG pages, All Taste Emotion, the way the algorithms are set up is really catered to a lot of different African influence on media pages and outlets, and some of them wasn't too pleased with Tyler winning. They felt like they still feel like the culture is misunderstood, and that level of commercialism, from what I gathered, a lot of them wasn't with it. I don't feel that way. I understand where they're coming from, but I don't feel that way. I think any of them were worthy winners, including Tyler, even among the commercial aspects of the song. It's a great song, and stuff like that. And I just love her energy and how she reps South Africa and things like that. And my thing is just Africa as a whole. I'm not telling you guys how to feel, but when you have the artists breaking the way they're breaking, and they're evolving, they're meeting different people and getting different influences, you want your music to get to this point. Trust me, you want to get to this point, because when that window closes and it's on to the next thing, You know, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game right now. You guys, there's so much great music brewing right now, from Amapiano to Afro beats to Afro fusion. Even my particular favorite subgenre right now, which is not on the move, but I think it'll definitely get there with time. Alte, like, you guys have to really support each other. There's nothing wrong with commercialism.
There really is.
And you know, and she,
sometimes it's okay to have,
it's fine.
Have the backing. It's okay.
It's more visibility, and it's just more attraction towards Africa to generate more money. And she's a great singer. It's not like you're just giving this song to a girl that looks good and, you know, that could probably hold a note or two or whatever. She could really, really sing.
Yeah, no, she got it. As I was scrolling, best song written for visual media. It was What I Was Made For. Billie Eilish won that.
Beautiful
She
song.
beat out Lift Me Up, Rihanna. I'm Just Ken, Ryan Gosling. Dancing Night, Dua Lipa. And Barbie's World, Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice feature Aqua. Now, people understand, right? That Barbie movie was such a huge success, box office, and song-wise, like, bro, it couldn't be stopped, B. And what's crazier was Mattel didn't want to put the movie out.
Interesting.
It was a lady who kind of went to Mattel and was like, you know, you have all. I remember listening to I think it was the New York Times podcast explaining how Barbie got made because Mattel owns it, the rights for it.
I understand.
So that's why with the Transformers movies, they kind of got reset.
Oh, okay.
With the Transformers and how that kind of ties into G.I. Joe because Mattel owns all that. So basically, Mattel is essentially making their own version of a Mattel universe.
Okay.
How Disney did it with the Marvel universe.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is Barbie, what it represents culturally, commercially. There's no way you can have told you. There's no way you just scrap the story.
No.
You cannot scrap that kind of story. And that record that Billie Eilish wrote with her brother. Listen. For anybody who feels a way about that record, congratulations, you played yourself.
Now, best score soundtrack for visual media includes film and television. Oppenheimer won that.
Oppenheimer was sensational.
I didn't get to see the movie yet.
I definitely recommend it.
Best score soundtrack for video games and other interactive media. Star Wars Jedi Survivor won that. It beat out Call of Duty, God of War Ragnarok, which I haven't played yet, Stray Gods, Hogwarts. Beat all that out. Best compilation soundtrack of visual media. Barbie won it. And Dave Chappelle won for best comedy album. He beat out Trevor Noah, Wanda Sykes, Chris Rock, and Sarah Silverman.
Shout out Dave.
Now, best reggae album. Remember we spoke about how they dropped the ball? Julian Marley won for Colors of Aurora. He beat out Beatty Man Simma, Buju's Born for Greatness, Cali Butts, Cali Roots 2023, No Destroyer by Burning Spears.
You know what? I'm a huge reggae fan, and I need to do more of my homework as far as like the early grassroots of it. But my whole thing is when it gets to this point, you know, Jamaica's a small island, but when you have the artists that you have this kind of visibility on this level, guys gotta support them. You gotta support them. Don't cut your nose to spite your face. Don't cut your nose to spite your face. You're in a time where the music can get further. Because prior to that, you know, shout out to Ebro because he said it best and stuff like that. And in the context where he was talking about Drake's influence with like dancehall and Afrobeat, he said like these records used to start in Jamaica, journey off to New York, go to Florida, end of the road.
Might go to Boston.
Go to Boston.
And that's it.
It'll make the move to Canada, and that's as far as it goes.
That's how far it went. Now it's going from Jamaica, New York, Florida, Georgia, It may go to Vegas. It may go to California.
Yep.
It gets into Jersey.
Yep.
It gets in Pennsylvania. So like dancehall nowadays is kind of weird because it's not the dancehall I grew up on.
No.
As far as being a party scene, but it's more of a dance. It's like hip hop dancehall. We call it. The new DJs call it trap hall.
No, that's exactly
because they're saying some lyrics like "woo." That skilly bang and that skang, when they get in that stage perform, wait.
It's different. It's not only them, you know. If you because I'm sure you've caught it. If you listen to some of these Western records.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they do it in a way because the hooks is so catchy.
Yeah.
You think it's innocent. No. It's real out there.
So I'm going backwards. So best traditional pop vocal album went to LaFay Bewitched.
Yep.
And then we go into I'm skipping jazz. The rap category.
Oh man.
Now.
Yes.
Best rap performance.
Mm-hmm.
You had Players, Cola Ray. She was nominated. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Cola Ray.
Science and Engineers, Killer Mike featuring Andre 3 Stacks Future and Aaron Allen Kane. Rich Flex by Drake and 21 Savage.
21. Can you do something for me?
The Hillbillies, Baby King featuring Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And Love Letter by Black Thought.
Strong category.
When you hear that category, it's like, wow.
Yeah. The thing is, the category should be that way. It should be a mix of everything. It should be a mix of, like, you know, the commercial aspects of it. You should have a Drake in there. You should have a Killer Mike in there. You know, you should have you mentioned a woman.
Cola Ray Players, because Players was huge.
You should have.
And then when Sage made a remix with the Busta Rhymes on top.
Yeah. we need that. We need that. we need that.
Okay. Took off.
That right there makes sense though. Like those nominees make sense. It should be like that.
Because it was kind of like, whoa. Now I like all these because you have commercial rap and you have traditional rap in the same category.
The thing is, these categories and nominees should be in a way. It should feel like anybody could win, and that nobody would have a problem.
No,
that's how it should feel. Like.
Now, no. Sorry to the Sexy Reds and to the Lottos. You didn't make the cut. Cola Ray did though. Because Players was big during the summertime.
They heard the speech the rap goes making. Yeah, you heard that bit. But we're gonna get to it sometime. But yeah, let me I'll let you go.
So Scientists and Engineers won out of that category for rap performance. Because Killer Mike was barring up on that album.
He was barring up. He was spitting his soul on that album, bro.
And then was best melodic rap performance. Sitting on Top of the World, Burna Boy featuring 21 Savage. Attention, Doja Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Spin About You was Drake and 21 Savage.
I really like that song.
All My Life, Lil Durk featuring J. Cole.
All My Life.
All My Life. All My Life. People were giving Lil Durk smack for that Durky album. And Low was SZA. And I was like, hold on. She did rap on Low.
She did snap on that.
She did snap. So I'm like, no, I gotta take it back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lauryn Hills fans.
That's a conversation for another day.
And who won for best melodic rap performance was All My Life, Lil Durk featuring J. Cole. I have no problem with that. Because Lil Durk was basically talking to the streets.
Listen, sometimes when you want to rebrand, you know, people throw songs out there.
Yeah.
Yo.
People was giving Lil Durk a lot of slack for that trend. I forgot what the album was called again. Hold on. I get your name right now. Hold on. Oh my gosh. People was giving Durk smoke. It was called Almost Healed. And people was like, "This is the lead single." I'm like, "Yeah, bro. This is the street anthem right here, man."
Look at him. He want to be conscious now. He's talking about the kids now. Since when?
Stop it.
It's not me.
He felt it in his spirit.
It's not me. People. Listen. I get it. There's a lot of history that comes with Lil Durk that is the opposite of the record he won the Grammy for.
Yeah.
So what?
Let him do his thing. So, in the best rap song category, Attention, Doja Cat.
Wait, before we go, shout out to J. Cole for that immaculate verse and for setting the tone and the atmosphere of that record.
Oh yeah,
because that was a big deal.
Yeah, very big, very, very, very big deal. Best rap song, Attention, Doja Cat. Barbie World, Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice featuring Aqua. Just Wanna Rock, Lil Uzi Vert. Rich Flex, Drake and 21 Savage. Scientists and Engineers, Killer Mike featuring 3 Stacks, Future, and Aaron Allen Kane. And Killer Mike won that category too. Now, I had some discussion with my DJs.
Mm-hmm.
And each of us said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not all of us, but all of them said the same thing. I was not playing Kill Mike in the club. And it's okay. It is okay. But we'll get to my discrepancies reviews later about this whole thing right here.
The club should not always be the reflection of a great rap record.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if we had stuff playing the club, F My Baby Daddy should have been on that stage.
Yeah, that's exactly what those people would want to hear. See, look at them.
Bow, 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 bow.
See, that's their out there. See, look at the stadium they set. That's it,
Okay. So after that, you had the best rap album. It was Heroes and Villains, Metro Boomin. Shout out to him. King Disease 3, Nas. Utopia featuring Travis Scott. Michael by Killer Mike. Her Loss featuring Drake and 21 Savage. Now, Utopia felt like a compilation of different genres, not a traditional rap album. More like a top 40 rap, because he had a lot of different type of things in that album. And shout out to you, Travis Scott, to actually finally be acknowledged for your work, because it wasn't looking pretty. What's going on with you in the past?
It wasn't.
And that was not your fault.
It wasn't his fault at all.
It wasn't your fault. You know what I'm saying? But people were trying to cancel you for something that
was way out of your control.
That was out of your control. It's not my fault that security's not doing their job.
Absolutely.
Or that the concert venue is not holding the fort down correctly.
And they were trying. Yeah.
And they were trying to blame you for something that
was way out of your control. And we've seen enough footage where, like, if you saw something that wasn't right with a fan, you stopped the show.
Exactly.
So I'm not.
Now, granted, when you have these kind of venues where, like the Garden and stuff like that, artists can't stop. No. They're not supposed to, because you're on a time limit.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure you're done at a certain time, because during these tours, these guys have to dismantle the stage, pack it up, and go to the next venue the next day.
It's funny how you mention a time limit for venues. I have a quick little story, and then we'll get back to the regular scheduled program. So, I think
this when we went to Masego?
Oh, no. It has nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
That's a story for a different day. But so apparently, shout out to R&B Only. You're familiar with them. They do the R&B venue events, right? They were on a podcast. I think it was their podcast or someone else's, where they talked about, like, having a show at a venue, booking a major artist, that artist performing that artist went over time. Apparently, when you for that particular venue, when you go over time, it's $1,000 per minute. Guess how long the artist went over time?
$1,000 per minute?
$1,000 per minute. You want to take a guess how long the artist went?
I do, but I'm scared to say the number.
Say it.
Because
don't be scared.
Certain artists are very selfish.
It's all right.
Was it an R&B artist or a rap artist?
Definitely an artist in that R&B neo soulish realm.
You know, I'll be wild. I'll say 42 minutes.
An hour. Guess who the artist was?
They went over an hour.
Yep.
It was a neo soul artist.
Yep.
D'Angelo.
Erykah Badu.
Ah, darn. I was so close.
Erykah Badu. And I was saying to myself, that's inconsiderate. And these promoters, if an artist wants to be that bold, you put it in that contract, boy. You go over this, you cover this.
So wait, did they have to cover the expenses for that?
Yes.
Ooh.
$60,000.
Ooh. Ah!
You artists is bold out here.
Woo!
You artists is bold out here.
Woo!
You artists is
Lord.
bold.
Oh,
You artists is
Lord.
bold out here.
Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious.
You artists is bold out here. I gotta find that clip.
Hold on.
You artists is bold out here.
Hold the phone, Anwar. Hold the phone. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Erykah Badu.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you know? Didn't you know?
La, la,
Put the clip in the group chat so we can play it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it right now. Yeah.
Erykah Badu was scheduled to perform for R&B only concert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did she show up late or perform late? Which one is it?
I found the clip. I found the clip.
Okay, send it to the group chat.
Yeah.
Send the clip to the group chat. I'm gonna play it right now. Hold on. Viewer discretion is advised. If there's curse words in it, I will make sure I will blur those out.
I just sent it to the group chat.
Hold on. Oh, Lord. Erykah, no, not you. Listen, I love you, Queen.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Well, based on what I'm reading, I stand corrected.
Okay, good. Woo! Still.
It's inconsiderate, man.
Well, you know, when you have, here's the thing. When you have that kind of backing, they got finances for days. If R&B only is working with them, they're straight.
Yeah, but the ego behind that.
I hear what you're saying, but they're straight.
Man.
They can cover that. That's nothing. That right there sets moments up. Okay, here, we'll play a clip right now.
Got their mic, story is one time we had Erykah Badu headline one of our festivals. The festival was running over, and at the time, the penalty and the fee for it running over was $1,000 every minute it went over. We got to about 60 minutes over. Could you imagine? Every minute I'm looking at Erykah Badu performing, and I'm like, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. The show already wasn't making money, so now it's like I was almost in tears watching her perform. At a certain point, it was like, we can cut the mic. And then we cut the mic, and then she cursed the whole brand and company out. And this is on YouTube. You guys can look at it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, she was like, thank you, talking to the fans. And to y'all who put this on, thank you. But then she was really nice and sweet to me afterwards. So artists really hate when you cut their mic. Story is one time we had
Erykah Badu. We love you. You got to be on time, sweetheart. You got to be on time. Miss Hill, you got to be on time, bro. You lucky that these guys can back you so they can, excuse your behavior. They're lucky they have Live Nation backing them. Because could you imagine the fork over $60,000 at a promoter? And mind you, your overhead to pay your DJs, to pay your staff, to pay all these things? Lord. I'm going to try to find the clip on YouTube when we get back from break. Man. Oh, my God. Oh.
Can't make this up, King.
Damn.
Can't make this up.
Damn. We're back.
Man, shout out to all the staff that was there that day that had to deal with all that was looking to go pack up and go home. To be honest with you, she out here doing this and that and stuff like that, and meanwhile, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Because remember, they probably already paid her up front.
Listen, if you want to put in that OT, just make sure you're coming out a podcast artist.
I hear what you're saying, but as them as a
Because
group,
I think Drake is done in taking the hit.
Yeah,
you know,
because he got it.
You know, but you know, but at least you know he's just like, oh boy, he gonna take that hit.
Yeah.
You know, he's so we ain't gonna, you know, that's fine. And that's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Woo.
Man.
Okay. Well.
Gives you the shivers thinking about it, huh?
Yeah, man. I spoke who won the best rap album, right? No, I didn't. I said it was in a category.
No, it was in the. I think you spoke about the category.
Yeah.
I think you just talked about like best rap performance with with Killer Mike.
So for best rap album, there was Drake 21, Her Loss, Killer Mike, Michael, Metro Boomin for Heroes and Villains, which was a phenomenal rap album. Is one again. I put Metro Boomin the same category I put with Travis Scott for the Utopia, because it's not really a rap album; it's a compilation.
But yeah, but the
and Nas King Disease 3. Sorry, Nas fan, King Disease 1 was the best one I've bought. Well,
one was okay. So in my opinion, the best projects out of that, in my opinion, is King Disease 1 and Magic. Those are the best out of the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And nothing against King Disease 2 and King Disease 3.
Yeah.
I just like 1 and Magic. You know.
Yes.
If I put it in order, it'd be 1, 3, and 2. Me.
Not bad.
And I like all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. No, they're all quality projects. It's just that those two right there really stand out for me.
So, Killer Mike swept the rap category.
Sure did.
For him. And shout out to him because, you know, it just goes to show you that if you just show up and you stay true to the form, you will be rewarded for it.
And he did. He stayed true to the form. He toured. He was doing these festivals, joint collabs, just rapping, just being out there, interviews. Killer Mike's been putting this. This is not no like overnight thing for all y'all saying like who's Killer Mike and all that other stuff. You know, go beyond the surface of your listening.
Yeah.
You know.
See, here's what I say. A lot of people have smartphones for dumb people.
No. I always say that dumb people with smartphones is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
You know?
Yeah. So all you can do is just type in the search bar. And I know most of you kids have a streaming service. So you can go to that streaming services and
yeah, man.
And just listen without any skits for about an hour.
Thanks.
And hear the message.
Real talk. Like, well, one of the things I will say prior to you saying that is that I think Metro, because of the trap influences and the way his aesthetic is as far as production, is closer more to, I guess, more to modern hip hop than Travis. Travis has
Well, remember Travis kind of ushered in that emo rage. One of the guys.
It started with Cudi. It started with Kid Cudi and stuff like that. His aesthetic was different. And Travis is over time. Now, for the most part, Travis has like, the way I could describe his music, it's like anarchy, punk rap vibes.
Yeah.
Like the way he uses his synths and even the trap elements, it's not that he's gonna usher in progressive rap.
Yeah.
It's just because it can't stay the way it is.
No,
it's gonna be like you said, traditional hip hop.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
So they have that for rap. Let's go to R&B. Now this was a great category because I believe we spoke about this during the nominations when they were being handed out. So for best rap performance, Summer Too Hot, Chris Brown, Back to Love, Robert Glasper. You know, oh man.
Robert Glasper. You the man, yo.
You the GOAT, man.
I love it.
If people say, who the F is Robert Glasper? Hey, man, listen.
You use your Googles.
Use your Googles, man. Sorry, C Breezy. You dropped the ball with that one right there, my friend.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay?
Okay. It's all right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Radio Glasper, 1 and 2.
Right.
Fire!
You know why that's a weird one to me? For a guy that's so tapped in and has been in the industry for so long, it's beyond me. Because my thing is like you've worked closely with James Fountainroy and stuff like that. Who's probably worked with everybody at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just weird to me. Not to say it's not possible that you can't be, but it's hard. It's hard to believe.
For that one, for that statement he made, that statement was to say like, why is this guy in my category? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. No. A little arrogance.
Listen, I love your music and your overall artistry, Chris Brown, but that wasn't it, my G. Wasn't it?
So, I See You, Coco Jones. How does it make you feel, Victoria Monet and Kill Bill SZA? Now, for me, I'm going to keep saying to the cows come home, I don't look as Kill Bill as the best song off the album. That's just me personally. The one where she sampled her own vocals on the record, that's my joint right there.
Hit different?
Yeah, hit different. Is that hit different? No.
No, it's not that one. I think you're talking about the same one I love. Love Language?
Love Language. That's my joint.
Yeah.
And then Snooze and, Low.
In my opinion, she got to put that out as a single and a video, bro.
Now, if you ever heard Kill Bill, the acoustic version, phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that category, I See You, Coco Jones won. And I have no beef with that.
Yeah.
All those songs right there should be nominated. Now,
shout out to Coco Jones.
Yes, because she put in out work for a long time.
Big talent. Big talent. Big talent.
Now, here comes Best Traditional R&B Performance. Simple, Babyface featuring Coco Jones. Lucky, Kenyon Dixon. Hollywood.
Kenyon Dixon. Shout out to Kenyon Dixon, man.
Hollywood, Victoria Monet featuring Earth, Wind & Fire and Hazel Monet. Good Morning featuring PJ Morton.
PJ Morton.
PJ Morton featuring Susan Carroll. Listen, if y'all don't know who PJ Morton is. Listen.
Get on your Google. Spotify is there for a reason.
YouTube is free with ads.
Facts, Y'all too busy. Y'all too busy, getting on once they go viral on TikTok,
Or better yet, they want to look. How do I jump off a trampoline sideways? Why would you put that in the search bar?
Goof troop behavior.
You know what I'm saying?
But
And SZA's love language was in there. See what I'm talking about? Love language is in two separate categories.
Honestly, it wouldn't.
Not love language. I'm talking about SZA. It's SZA singles, Kill Bill, and Love Language.
Honestly, I think that comes down to a label thing. They're probably going with what they feel are the best records to lead with. But it would not surprise me if Love Language, even if it doesn't become a major release, it does these numbers and has that like TikTok impact. Only for the simple fact is she off of Control. Her weekend song wasn't an official single, and it went platinum.
All right then. So in that category for Best Traditional Performance, Good Morning by PJ Morton won. And again, I'm not upset with this category.
No.
Because all those songs there are fire.
Listen, for those who are tapped in, the PJ Mortons of the world, the Kenyon Dixons, the Alex Isleys of the world, y'all know the vibes out here. Y'all know what it is. You know what they do.
So then you had R&B song. You had Angel by Haley Bailey, Back to Love, Robert Glasper featuring Alex Isley and Sir.
There you go.
I See You, Coco Jones. On My Mama, Victoria Monet. Snooze, SZA. And SZA won that category.
See how you feel.
So you see how you have three different songs? That's why when it comes to SZA as a rap R&B album, it's kind of like what was that thing called? Like a PB R&B, alternative R&B. It's all over the place, but there's nothing wrong with that because the way they did it, it makes sense.
Well, that version of R&B is more darker and moody, and you think about guys like The Weeknd. You think about people like Banks back in the day. You think about another person, I'm forgetting, Jameson. You think about those.
Yeah, Jameson.
Those type of
Jameson to me was one of the guys who pioneered that P&B R&B.
That level of aesthetic.
Yeah.
Now, SZA's aesthetic to me, in my opinion, doesn't come from that. Even though I think she could do that, her thing to me is more alternative rock driven because just like you're saying about Kill Bill. Snooze does not sound like a traditional R&B record.
No.
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Like if like that like those type of records to me are in the same realm with Drew Barrymore that she put out on Control. It's like when I listen to those type of records, I think about like that mid to late 90s part, that mid to late 90s sound, which I think a lot of her music is influenced along with, her appreciation for movies.
Basically like the R. Kelly 12 play.
It's just different.
If it puts in that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had SZA win that.
Yeah.
Then you had Best Progressive R&B Album.
Yeah.
Since I Had a Lover, Black.
Listen for all you people. Put the thing there for a little bit. Listen.
Man's nice, man.
Listen, man. I've been following this gentleman very closely. Okay. Black really does this, okay? Black really, really, really does this out here. This was a guy that was signed to Florida, and he had to really get out of that situation back when Florida was trying to get him to make the EDM type records that he does. And he had to pretty much from what I remember, did pretty much went broke trying to get out the situation. But he didn't give up, and he carved out a nice lane for himself. And that dude he is an artist's artist. Like,
yep.
This is not for play. This guy
nope.
right here. Don't play around. Shout out to Black.
Nova featuring Terrence Martin and James Fauntleroy.
Listen,
Terrence Martin been doing it for a while.
Listen.
Since the Section 80s and beyond with Kendrick Lamar. This man's been putting out work for a long time.
Yep.
Put some respect on Terrence Martin's name.
Put some respect on James
Fauntleroy too as well.
Cocaine 80s, all of that.
Okay? These guys been putting the work
1,500 and nothing. Don't get it messed up out here.
Don't sleep.
They've written for your biggest artists, Chris Brown,
use your
Rihanna,
Googles.
Beyonce, SZA.
Use your Googles.
Listen.
Use your Googles.
Listen, yes, we could talk about the artists who carry these records, whose faces you see, but read the credits.
Read
the credits. Wikipedia is your friend.
It's not that hard.
It really isn't.
All right.
Yeah.
And then also in that category, The Asia Pleasure, Janelle Monáe. El Fuego. You kind of threw me with a loop there, by kind of, dressing. You first came to me in suits. And as the albums progressed from you, it became less suits and, more freedom. And then you came out with your nipples out. I was kind of like, what's going on here? Maybe this was you the whole entire time and you kind of had a, I am not discrediting you, Miss Janelle Monáe, because I love your work too as well. All of it. Do you have to say something?
Man, wow, so much history with her. I will say when it comes to Janelle Monáe, I think she's a super talent. I don't think there's a thing she cannot do creatively, and genres included. Country music. I said country, R&B, dance, rock and roll, and then she could also act as well. I don't think there's a thing she can't do creatively. But at the same time, I am gonna agree with you in the sense where how she presented herself, is not as familiar as who she is today. That's not to say people don't have the right to grow, live life, change their perspectives, travel more, encounter different walks of life that make them see the world and who they are through a different lens. But what I will say, as far as an artistry goes, she's never disappointed me. Even her first bodies of work, when you listen to Janelle Monáe album, especially her early stuff, bro, like the production, it's a different thing. Like, people who appreciate instrumentation and lush and just delivering music to a T, I recommend it. For those who may not understand what I'm really trying to say, for those who are a fan of Jay-Z, just go to Jay-Z's American Gangster album. That's the best way I could describe it.
Or for, if you want to get even more a simpler street term,
yeah,
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross is a perfect example of. That's a great example.
Elegance.
Lavish.
Yes. Very big. Very, very plush. You feel like you put on the cashmere outfit when you go. You're not coming in with the jeans and Tim's. No. Cashmere. You're gonna dress nice. Silky. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, imagine if you were scoring your own story.
Yeah.
And you had all the greatest film scorers, the Hans Zimmers of the world. I think his name is Ludwig something, the guy who Childish Gambino works with, who scored the Black Panther movie, the first one in particular. I don't know if he scored the second one, but like there's it's very heavy meat and potatoes substance. Yes. It's like one of those things, but I'm happy for her. Yeah. I'm really happy, and she looked amazing at the Grammys.
She did. Yeah, she did. And then also in that category, you had SOS featuring SZA.
Yeah.
And the winner of the best progressive R&B album was SZA. Oh, sorry. We got one more person.
Mm-hmm.
The Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy, was in that category for best R&B album.
Yeah,
progressive R&B album. Yes, and it really is progressive. It really is a good album. And when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this joint's fire. I almost cursed. Couldn't catch me, sorry. Try better. This joint is fire. If he did not have that cash situation,
it's a different ballgame.
Different ballgame. But I'm not doubting his work for that album. It is a really good R&B album. And if you want to come there with blindfolds on and try to hate, people all be, we really not supposed to be playing Diddy, but you're dancing, right?
I still play Elvis, don't you?
You're still watching Tim Allen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You still enjoying that Harvey Weinstein movie, right?
Yeah, they sure are. And
you still listen to Ozzy Osbourne, right?
Yeah.
AC/DC.
All them guys.
You're still going to Knicks games, right?
Still going to football games, right?
Yeah. Hey.
It's still getting ratings, right?
The same.
You gotta keep.
You're still going watching WrestleMania and going different WWE events, right?
Yeah, you sure are.
I don't see you missing.
Vince who?
Okay, you haven't missed a show yet.
No.
Okay, so because that Diddy album was fire, and there's a couple tracks of that album I play in the clubs, and people were like, "Yo, who's that?" I'm like, use the Shazam on your phone.
Honestly, when I think about progressive and people who've been closely associated with Diddy, one artist I definitely want to shout out based on me listening to her and seeing her evolution, and me really enjoying her music and where I think R&B is gonna is headed, even though she doesn't really get the credit I think she deserves. Dawn Marie.
I was about to say Dirty the Money.
Dawn Marie, yeah. Dawn Marie's solo stuff. I mean, a lot of that stuff I think was inspired from her experience in that particular group. But Dawn Marie, I'm telling you, like for those, I highly recommend for those who are open to different sounds and different ways of crafting R&B to listen to her and to listen to her records. Like she's on a different frequency, and I don't think it's going to be appreciated and celebrated till maybe at least a decade after the fact.
We'll see. Okay, so then you have that for progressive R&B album. Then you had the best R&B album, which you have there was Girls Night Out, Babyface. What I didn't tell you, it really was, because basically it was Babyface featuring, it was a compilation album, and Babyface had those girls singing.
Essentially, it was the equivalent of a TED Talk through music. Babyface will show you a masterclass. Like, listen, he's a Yachi, knows all the moves.
Say, listen, man, sorry, DJ Khaled, I saw what you did. I can make it better.
Listen. There's certain rooms Khaled does not want to be in, I'll tell you that.
I find it comical that you had two guys, two old heads, ancient heads from the 90s, like Diddy and Babyface, Still getting these nods off, man. That just goes to show you, it's never too late, man.
No, listen, Babyface is a different kettle of fish. Think about what I'm saying. He wrote Rock Steady in the early 80s.
Yes. And then won a Grammy yesterday for Snooze.
You know? And then you think about records like Someone to Love.
Yeah.
By John B. Take a Bow by Madonna. You know? Change the World. Eric Clapton.
Snooze. Babyface helped do that. Snooze.
Yeah, I think he also wrote on one of Ariana Grande.
Yes, he did. And also wrote for I think Chris Brown and oh my gosh, what's that girl's name again? Oh Lord, it's in my.
What's record she does?
No, it was Chris Brown because he helped. No Air. I think
Jordan
that was
Sparks?
Baby Sparks. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
So it's never too late, bro.
No. Listen, he's on a wow.
Okay. So
national treasure, man.
Yeah. So best R&B album, again, Girls Night Out, Babyface. What I Didn't Tell You, the deluxe version of Coco Jones. Special Occasion, Emily King. Jaguar 2, Victoria Monet. Claire 2, Soft Life EP, Summer Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at this. This is the first time when you have two categories where I listened to all 10 of the projects. Love them all. And didn't care who won those projects. But for the best R&B album out those 5, Jaguar 2 by Victoria Monet won. Victoria Monet's been putting in work for a while. When I mean a while, a long ass time. And I'm so happy she's getting recognized for her work right now. Commercial success. Even though she's been putting this work for damn near more than a decade.
It's a timing thing for the most part, and the circumstances are different. Especially when you're trying to work on your own stuff, but at the same time you're trying to keep the lights on by writing for others. I think that's a different. Those are different things to manage, and I think she's an amazing artist. Her songs are well crafted. She has great range and vocals, and my thing is it never sounds like she forces anything. Everything is just always enough, whether it's an ad lib, whether it's the way she ends a lyric or whatnot. Man, shout out to Victoria Monet. I definitely plan on seeing you live for sure.
Terminal 5, we'll be there. Okay,
sure.
So you have that going on. I said, cool. We did the pop album, right?
Yeah,
we did.
Uh-huh.
So here's the Songwriter of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Teron Thomas won it. Producer of the Year, Jack Antonoff.
Yes.
In that category, I wasn't bothered by any of those two categories. But the people in that group. Because you had Hit Boy in there, Metro Boomin was in there. You had Joe Dylan, Justin Traynor, a couple guys, heavyweights
in
that category.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's where I was kind of confused.
Yeah.
Best New Artist, Gracie Abrams. Fred again. Ice Spice. Jelly Roll. Coco Jones. Noah Kahan. The War and Treaty, and Victoria Monet. And I said, why is Victoria Monet getting nominated for a Grammy in that category? Well, you know what? When it comes to Best New Artist, for me, in that list, no one had a year like Ice Spice, bro.
Coco Jones,
ICU, yes, but Ice Spice, with the Barbie, with the Munch and all, I'm like, yo, TikTok, all that. You had a white woman singing Ice Spice. You thought you feeling you? That dude's a munch. They were in my face saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about your mama. You're a 55-year-old mama. You're a 30-something-year-old mama. You're a 40-year-old mama. You're a 6-year-old mama.
Like I said.
Coming to the DJ booth
and
said, you know that song? You thought I was feeling you? and singing it word for word, not missing the beat. Now I'm like, really?
Well, listen, man, but Victoria Monet had her moment. That on my mama.
Yeah,
everywhere.
No, everywhere too. Yes.
Viral like nobody's business. No?
In that category, Victoria Monet won. You deserve your spotlight, sweetheart. I have no hate in my blood for that.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been at this thing for a long time.
Yeah.
So how are you getting Best New Artist?
Because there was, like I said.
And then I Am Walt.
Yeah.
Can you go to your notes, please?
I'll go to my notes right now.
Because I was like, how can Victoria Monet be a Best New Artist? I have your EPs, Miss Monet. I have your mixtapes. I have your singles from 2015, 2016. I've been finding you on the R&B only, R&B, I think R&B bass, R&B exclusive, all these, music, hip-hop new, hotnewhiphop.com, live mix. I've been following you for a long time, Miss Victoria Monet. I have no hate in my blood for what I'm about to say, but I don't look at you as a new artist. Because you're not. Okay? No hate. Because you're sensational.
Okay. Best New Artist.
But it just threw me for a loop of why she was rated as a Best New Artist. And then Iron Walt had to help me step off the ledge.
How does an artist qualify for the Best New Artist in the Grammy category? First of all, eligible artists must have achieved a breakthrough into the public consciousness and impacted musical landscape during the year's eligibility period. This speaks to the essence of why the Best New Artist is one of the most anticipated categories each year, honoring exciting new talent in the music world. But sometimes rising stars take a while to reach this point. So numerical limits also help define the criteria for being, quote, new in this category. The first numerical rule boils eligibility down to the number of an artist's releases. The minimum required is 5 singles or tracks or a complete album. The maximum is either 3 albums or a total of 30 singles or tracks previously released. Having more than this number releases results in being ineligible even when an artist breaks through into public consciousness and impacts the musical landscape in a given eligibility period. However, even if this numerical release criterion is met, an artist may still be deemed ineligible if the artist achieved previous prominence, meaning the artist came into prominence prior to the current eligibility year, i.e., Lady Gaga. When I think when she won a Grammy Award for Just Dance, I think the year before, and she couldn't qualify a Best New Artist. I think the following year when it happened, because she was already established after she won, I believe, based on what I read. Another numerical limit is that an artist cannot have been considered more than 3 times previously for Best New Artist. This also applies to solo artists who emerge from having performed as a member in previous groups. That's right. Being previously considered 3 times either as a solo artist in a previous band or some mixture of 2 means an artist is not eligible for Best New Artist consideration.
Victoria Monet, I've been knowing about you since 2012. That's 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. The first project that came over me was Nightmares and Lullabies, 2015. I've been following you for a while. Okay. How?
It's the rules, bro.
How, Sway? How?
It's the rules. It's the rules.
And I'm not hating on you, because I love your work. Listen, I'm very happy you got your just due, because you deserve it.
Yeah.
But I don't consider you a new artist.
Yeah, I think for me out of all the rules, the difference, even though all you got to follow all these rules to a T, the difference for her, especially based on what you're saying, is that third part. Must have achieved breakthrough into public consciousness.
And that was the part right there.
It impacted the musical landscape during eligibility period. Prior to all those releases and stuff like that, she did not have the impact she did last year.
No.
And she was on the cusp of this, because there was the first Jaguar where she did really good. And then it just, that got great reception, and it pretty much boosted the Jaguar 2, and then with going viral with the On My Mama and all the, and I guess all the rest of the politics in order, that helped her. But I was pretty sure Coco Jones was gonna win that award. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not mad that it went to Victoria Monet because it shows you, you keep on chipping away, you get to that gold.
Yeah. So those are those right there. Mm-hmm. Also, shout out to Burna Boy for his performance.
Great performance with the legendary Brandy.
Granted, it was a little short, but because I guess of time constraints.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure the Grammys went to him and said, "Listen, you got 5 minutes, or whatever time they told him.
Yeah,
that's the melody. That's whatever song you want to do. Go ahead."
Mm-hmm.
And Burna Boy took it one level, so I'm gonna give you a melody.
Yeah.
So essentially, he was a DJ for his own set. Okay, he started with the intro. Then he went to what was after that? The record, the birthday sex sample.
Mm-hmm.
Did that?
Yes.
And then he ended on "Sit on Top of the World."
Yep.
And Brandy was singing the hook. And what's dope is that Brandy was, they kind of, it felt like a live DJ because they were taking, you had basically Brandy's vocals in the song, singing her hook, but you had Burna Boy still rapping for his thing, and then you had 21 Savage, who put the little sprinkle on top of the cake with his verse.
People, if they hear this, might take this as a wild take, and they might think like, I'm just bugging, but I don't think I am.
Anything disrespectful about that song.
I don't think I'm bugging. No, it's nothing. It's nothing about the record. It's nothing about the record.
Okay.
It's nothing about the record. In my opinion, based on what I've seen, his level of versatility and showmanship, when I look at Burna Boy and his performance, to me, he's like the James Brown over there for them.
Yeah.
He's
a rock star.
He really is.
Puts on a show.
That dude is not playing around when he's on that stage.
No.
If you on that stage with Burna Boy, if you don't have a certain energy, man, you're gonna fade to black. I'm telling you that. Like that.
You don't feel it.
It's wow.
So you had that. One of the honorees, I forgot. Billy Joel. That was towards the end.
Yes. Legendary Billy Joel.
Man, the man's been doing this thing since the 80s.
70s.
70s, I'm sorry, 70s.
70s, bro.
Hasn't written a song over 30 years.
Nope.
And gives you a wonderful song last night. That was the premiere of the single, right?
That was the premiere of the single, yep.
Yes. And basically the premiere, if you listen to the words of the record, he was essentially saying feeling like, it felt like him riding a bike again.
Yeah.
And having that super fan of a guy that kind of got in his ear like, "Oh man, you could do this, man. You're Billy Joel, bro."
Yeah. Yep.
He said, "What I gotta say? I'm 30. I'm well behind my prime. I got nothing to talk about. I'm rich. You got a lot." And the basic theme for his song was reflection. Being at that point in my life. And still having to get up with the silk sheets on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
It really is.
Not to mention the guy that sold out the Garden 150 times.
160 million records sold.
Can you imagine a person singing a song that's 30 plus years old and still sell out the Garden?
And this was over the course of I think a 22-year period.
Billy Joel went through 2 generations of people. Sorry, 3.
I think he was either first or one of the first people to crowd surf when he was doing that big tour in Russia. I think in the 80s, and it was a different time over.
No, so it's funny, right? Because when I discovered Billy Joel, he was already an old man. Yeah. So watching the clips of Billy Joel jumping off the piano and doing backflips,
different.
I was like, "Hold!" And this guy's wearing Reeboks and
different. He was a different man back then.
Billy Joel was animated, bro.
He was listen. Billy Joel is him, man.
Sorry, Prince and Elton John, Prince, some kind of guys with that very loud and powerful performance. Yeah. He was there.
He looked great, man. He looks great, man. Like, man.
So for him to kind of do a song like he did about reflection, and I loved it.
Honestly, because we was talking about this earlier, and we was talking. He's talking. I really hope artists like Andre 3000 sees that. Like,
Take notes, Andre Stacks.
Because like, listen, man, we care. We care what you want to say. It don't gotta be a rap. It could be a singing album. It could be a country album. We care,
bro. You can be like Hope and just do spoken word.
Seriously, my
and nothing against Jay-Z, but hey, when he don't rap like that. He speaks his mind.
What confuses me with him is like he's looking at rap as a young man's sport, but when he get in these features, he's talking from a grown man perspective.
Yes.
So it's just like we care, like Jay. The reason why Jay has been Jay is because constant evolution. That 444 album, the reason why it was receptive because it was true to where his space,
yes,
where he was at. Like we care. We want to hear that space.
Can you just tell me a second?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give my unpopular opinion.
Go right ahead.
For 2 minutes since you brought up 444.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be that guy.
I hate to be that guy.
I hate to be that guy.
Stand on it. You this is me you're talking to.
Okay.
This is me you're talking to.
I hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
So there's a playlist. Well, I actually I have it already.
Mm-hmm.
With the Jay-Z 444 samples that match with the album.
Yep.
Hannah Williams, Late Night and Heartbreaks, to me, is a smidge, just a smidge, a smidge better than 444. I mean, like 0.00000000001.
You mean the record or the album?
No, that's the record.
Oh, the record. Okay.
Because I love what she says in her part, and I get it. But Jay-Z's, what she's drawing from it is, but it's her song.
She was bearing her soul.
It was her song.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to No ID, no Jay-Z, I love you, bro. 444 is fire.
Mm-hmm.
But that Hannah Williams, when she sings that song, come on.
I really got no problem with it, man.
Because it's original. They sampled it, so obviously Jay-Z was moved.
I think Jay, the way Jay interpreted from his perspective was beautiful.
Yes.
The way the original is amazing. Essentially, when No ID did that interview with Ibra in the Morning, and then Jay had a particular playlist that he kept on playing, and he was sort of ducking Jay because Jay was like, "You got anything for me?" He said, "Nah, I'm just getting better." And eventually, he was getting better, trying different sample techniques. And Jay kept playing his playlist, and then he kept telling Jay's like, "Make a new playlist." Like, I like it. and like a lot of that, a lot of those records stem from that playlist. That pretty much is the foundation of 444. Now, but I feel you. I really feel you on that. I don't mind that take.
Just to give you a glimpse, right? I'll play Late Night and Heartbreaks.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah Williams. This is a smidge.
One thing I say, I didn't know that record was so current.
Yes, exactly.
I did not know that record was so current.
And Jay-Z's kind of giving you an educational lesson, like, yo, man, there's some good music out there, man.
Yeah.
Just push play.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that.
You don't gotta listen to just, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just her perspective.
Why do I find it so hard?
Hold on, wait, sorry, hold on. Wait, no, I'm doing it right.
Why do I find it so hard to love you? When I know in my heart that I want to.
You hear those words?
I've been putting you down when you aren't around. I'm letting you down every day. I've been messing around when you're out of town.
You hear that?
Why do I keep on running away? I'm a part-time lover.
You hear what she's saying?
Yeah.
to the man she loves.
Yeah, she's moving foul.
She's moving foul, bro.
She can't face him. She can't face herself.
And I can't. I don't know who this person is, bro.
Yeah,
how can you not love what she's did right there?
Yeah.
Listen to your going away. I know that I'm not good. I'm never gonna treat you like I should.
You know what she's saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've been messing around behind your back. I'm not going to treat you like you're supposed to be treated.
Yeah, it's real.
That's
real.
Come
real.
on.
That's real.
Come on.
That's real. So
come on.
So here,
and then you know, No ID comes up and gives you this.
So
this, I understand. This song moved Jay-Z to say, yo, I'm touched.
I got
the level of transparency right here with this right here.
Bro, these records and stuff like that. And this is what I mean by growth. You see records like Big Pimpin', Song Cry. That record is an extension of Song Cry. She said basically the same thing Jay was saying in Song Cry,
but from a female's perspective.
From a female's perspective, and because he's saying it, and because of the way he's saying it, it comes across as the M word that I'm not gonna say because I like to play into that narrative. She's saying the same thing. She says you are a good person and stuff like that. I was out here moving foul.
Moving mad,
moving foul out here,
and I could never treat you like I wouldn't treat you how I treated you.
And what you deserve, I can't give you that.
Yes,
I can't give you that.
And then Hov takes it and says, "Yo, I like that. I'm put my spit on it."
Do I find it so hard?
And nothing against No ID and Jay-Z did, but you sampled the original song.
I'm letting you down every day. Letting you down every day.
Sample those vocal runs, and I think he sped up the drums.
Why do I keep on running away?
If this song make you cry or make you feel type of way, I don't know what can do, boy. And Hov over here spitting.
Honestly,
just jaw-dropping openness.
Took for my child to be born, see through a woman's eyes. Took for these natural twins to believe in miracles. Took me too long for this song, I don't deserve you. I harassed you out in Paris. Please come back to Rome, you make it home. We talked for hours when you were on tour. Please pick up the phone, pick up the phone. I said don't embarrass me, instead of be mine. That was my proposal for us to go steady. That was your 21st birthday. You matured faster than me, I wasn't ready, so I apologize.
Come on.
Honestly.
Come on. And I'm not saying that her song is like, no, it's just he drew inspiration from it and gave us this masterpiece right here. But Hannah's, to me, because it's her song.
Mm-hmm.
That's like when we have the discussion about Endless Love.
Yeah.
You like Avant and I like the original.
Yeah, no, Avant and Kelly. I'm forgetting her name, but yeah, that version's better. I think I love the arrangement better, and I think just vocally they take it to a different level.
I just like the original.
Yeah, that's
so,
my take of it. It's not too often
or
I feel
Abba's
that way about.
Gimme compared to Madonna's Hung Up.
I like the original of the song better. I like the song better, but I like the production on Madonna's better.
And then Takesha came over and put her own little Latin spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, sometimes, the original is the version. Now, and when I heard, this change is fire. And then when I went and listened to samples, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I can only imagine the kind of space she was at.
Listen, Jay,
and for you to listen to something like this on the regular, oh man.
And I have another take regarding the 444. And the album, and regardless of what people think, I fiddle. As far as the placing goes, for me, 444 is the top 5 Jay-Z album.
Nothing wrong with that take.
Can
you know why? You know why I have nothing against that take? Because of the transparency, the openness, the vulnerableness, the growth.
Yeah.
3 seconds. I don't think I can. Jay-Z's like, I can talk about what's going on and still be hot.
Yeah.
I can give you rap from a grown man's perspective. Go ahead. Look what I just gave you.
That's what I love about him, man. He's not on other people's time. He's on his own time.
Yeah. And
stuff like that. And there's constant growth and getting closer to a form of truth in a particular space. Like when I listen to records, like my favorite records is Kill Jay-Z, the intro.
And then Smile.
Smile is hard. I love Bam. But I'd say my favorite record on the whole project is Marcy Me.
I actually like Moonlight.
Moonlight's a dope track. The way he used that Fuji La sample, I like it. I think the best version of it was the Nas album Done version of it. I think that was the best way that record was flipped because it was the same sample.
Well, Nas album Done was on Khaled's project.
Yeah, but the sample, they both used the same sample.
But that's the one that Khaled said. No, that one booms.
Yeah, it's a different bop.
It's a different bop.
But I don't mind what No ID did with it because aesthetically it makes sense for the album.
Because for it not really have no bop to it, except for Kill Jay-Z. But Kill Jay-Z not really a bop. It's whole giving a lesson, a sermon. You know what I'm saying?
He's pretty saying like I'm killing my ego.
Yeah.
All this stuff is like
macho stuff right
I'm
now.
Stripping it down and this
is my soul.
This is my soul right now. And like Family Feud. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to I'm just saying that's how I feel.
Listen, I have no problem with it. It's a great take, and this is what makes the beauty of hip hop so great. Especially from a sampling aspect, because it's a great education, and we could see what influenced these type of records and perspectives for artists we hold in high regard, and it's a learning process. And we could look back and be like, you know what, that perspective was dope, and I could still listen to it, but there's other, the sample itself may just move me a bit more.
Because, bro. All right, we're done talking about this.
Yeah.
Moving onward. Okay, so we got into that. You spoke about Billy Joel.
Yes. The legendary
Billy Joel. Uptown Girl.
Yeah.
Man, hey, man.
Scenes from Vienna. Oh, my God.
The man's been giving you smash singles forever. And you guys haven't been paying attention. I don't know what to tell you.
Forever, ever.
Okay?
Like, he's influenced so many singer-songwriters.
Yes,
even when you think about, like, a Bruno Mars and you think of songs like When I Was Your Man and stuff like that, you could definitely pinpoint that to a Billy Joel or even Elton John, of those type of singer-songwriters of that day.
So, and then also there was a woman who was recognized, too, as well.
Miss Joni Mitchell.
Now, Iron Walt gave me a crash course on this woman right here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of the ones.
Miss Joni Mitchell is one of the ones. She is your favorite singer-songwriter, favorite singer-songwriter.
Yeah, so anybody you like now that's a singer-songwriter, like The Dream, Neo.
Yeah.
What's another one?
This is another great.
You got John Bellion.
Shoot. John Bellion, you got Babyface, you got Lady Gaga, like she really is about it.
She's the one who kind of say, hey man, we could do both.
If you're familiar with names like, if for those who have a bit more extensive knowledge or have diverse music, like she's like among the greatest songwriters ever. She's up there with the likes of Neil Young, Bob Dylan. Her main thing is folk music, pop and jazz, and she's also a multi-instrumentalist, and she's been it's crazy, bro. She's been active since 1964. You know
Can
how
you repeat that again?
she's been active since 1964.
One more time, because I don't think you guys understand the math you just said.
She's been active since 1964. Another great Canadian. For those who are familiar with Janet Jackson sampled Big Yellow Taxi for her Got Till It's Gone record featuring Q-Tip.
Yeah.
And
All in all, let's get it
Got Till It's Gone. That's one of the more popular songs. I know one of her biggest records, especially in the 70s, was her Blue album.
So this woman has been active since 1964.
Yep.
We're in 2024 now. Okay?
Yep.
Which means right now, if you're 20 years old, she's been active since your grandparents were in diapers.
19 studio albums, 6 live albums, 15 compilation
Did
albums.
you hear what I said, Walter?
I heard what you said, my guy.
If you are in your 20s,
Yep.
or even in your teens right now,
Yep.
she's been active since your grandparents were in diapers.
She's different.
Or if you're in your 30s,
Yep.
she's been active since your parents were children.
Listen.
Just hear what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
1964 to 2024. That is 60 years. A lot of stuff has happened in 60 years. And this woman still made a song today at 80 years old.
This woman has endured a lot, especially from a health perspective.
Yeah, she has.
We're talking about brain aneurysms, having to learn how to walk like 2 or 3 times. I mean, she's just a force of nature. Seeing her sing and perform that song off her new album at 80 with that band and sounding confident and self-assured, like honestly, that reminded me of when Johnny Cash covered "Hurt" by Trent Reznor, the founder and member of 9 Inch Nails. Is just like the way she was singing and just singing. I was just like, it's like you understood, like, yo, she really lived and seen a lot. Like there's just an aura about her,
and
man.
Especially the song she sung.
Yeah.
Again, it's a song from reflection. Like, you know, yeah, her vocals may not be as powerful or cut through the song, whatever. But if you listen to the words that she was saying of the reflection, looking yourself in the mirror, looking at from 2 different points of view, just about life, it's a wonderful record, bro. I can't hate on it.
I think my whole thing is I think for those any aspiring singers, singer-songwriters, lyrics matter a lot. Perspective, the ability to say the same thing over in a different way is something that has to be worked on, but it's also a gift. And wow, think about that. 19 studio albums, bro. 19 studio albums. Hold on, where is it? I just had it.
You said, I think 6 live albums.
6 live albums, 15 compilation albums, 8 video albums, 28 music videos, 1 EP, 33 singles, 2 tribute albums. Bro.
And she's still on stage performing.
That's
with the prompt. It doesn't matter with the prompt or not.
Yeah.
She still had the courage to get up.
Yeah.
Sit herself down.
Mm-hmm.
Make she stayed on beat. Because I don't know if you saw the stick. That was a metronome to keep her in time. And shout out to the band for following her lead.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. Come on.
Singer-songwriters, bro, those are like those are like my favorite type of artists.
Hence why, you know, I rate Prince over MJ.
Listen, I get it. I completely get it. Listen, for all those for everybody that's listening right now. Listen, this is not without context out here, you know. The likes of MJs, the Beyoncés of the world, those are the exceptions to the rule. You know, those people are driven to a point and cannot work the field. You know, those type of artists are the type of artists that I would sign because I know how bad they want it and stuff like that. Those are exceptions to the rule. But everybody else ain't the exception.
Yeah. So, shout out to her, because I was like, who the hell is this old lady for? But then when they went through her history, and then I had the Google going, I said, man, this chick right here is the one.
Different.
To put in work for 60 years and people still listen to you?
Different.
Till this day?
Different. That's why I admire artists like that. I admire artists like another artist from a writing standpoint. Bob Dylan's lyrics is incredible, man.
Yeah.
You know, and shout out to Neil Young and all that great generation of singer-songwriters. Like, you know, the 70s is a very important era of music. Babyface as well. Babyface is, I mean, think about this man wrote "Change the World" for Eric Clapton. Yo, like for people who don't understand the gravity of what I'm saying, just look up Eric Clapton, man. Yo, just use your Googles out here.
Gave you Rocksteady, and then give you another record like Change the World, and then give you another record like Snooze.
Yep.
And then give you another record like Take a Bow.
Someone to Love by John B. Shout out to the great John B.
The man's been working for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Ain't miss a beat.
Nope. No, not at all. Not at all. Listen, man. He put out a fantastic body of work. And to me, listen, man, that's just a masterclass of like, yo, listen, I do this. I do this. Like, and I do this at a different level.
It don't matter how old they are. I still can get to the message out.
It really doesn't matter. That's why I always say, you know, everything aside, this is the one thing you can never retire from music.
No,
you really cannot. You know, you may not be active for a while, but then you hear a song or something or a conversation or you know that moves you, and it just hits you in a different way.
Hence what I flew for 444.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, Jay-Z was itching to say some things, but he's like, I need the right guy to get back there. You know what? You have no idea.
Yeah.
Make me something.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, that was the perfect guy for him at that time, because my thing is I think that was the first time where it was really a rapper main producer type situation as far as Jay-Z's concerned regarding his particular project, because he's usually worked in groups with different producers. Yes, there've been, you know, producers who've, you know, probably had more records, more influence over the overall album, but No ID's been perfect for Jay. I mean, ever since I found that our dude produced Death of Auto-Tune, I was just like, oh.
La la la.
No questions asked. Listen, man. For those who appreciate great sampling and instrumentation, I know what I'm talking about. You know, some people out here, listen, may not understand the No ID resume. Use your Googles, and then come try to chat to me, because he's well versed in producing different bodies of work and stuff like that. Like I'd say the guy right above him would be a Rick Rubin. You know, for those who want to, you know, raise their nose and act like, you know, what he did is what, you know, try to make it seem like he didn't do anything significant. Just look at all the acts that had all these great albums. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Beastie Boys, a young LL Cool J, you know? Just look through it.
There was a guy in the college dorm room who was making
Johnny Cash.
I'm just saying. Okay, so we have those two being honored. Also, Jay-Z received the Dr. Dre recipient award.
Yeah.
Was Dr. Dre what?
I think it was a Dr. Dre honorary, I think, global award. Let me go.
Like a Dr. Dre Impact Award, you know.
Yeah, that Grammy award all black is tough.
I do like that.
Yeah, that thing was tough. I was like, ooh, he was all blacked out too. Listen, man, I wasn't playing around out here, you know. It was all business as usual.
Man got his award, so I appreciate it. All right, man. Well, past my bedtime, we gotta get the parties, you know.
I said what I had to say. I'm out. I said what I had to say. I'm out.
You want to talk about it right now?
Listen, I said what I had to say. I'm out, and
I got my award. So what can you do to me now?
And after the speech, we all saw what transpired after that.
They don't know yet. They don't know.
Listen, huh?
So basically, Jay-Z received this award. I thought it was funny that they put that Jay-Z in that British concert there as one of the snippets. I'm like, why would you put that there?
Because like I told you, because like as I was talking to you, it was a very significant point in hip hop. I think this might have been just before he put out Blueprint 3, because he was the first hip hop act to headline a Glastonbury festival that's mainly predicated on, like, you know, more so like rock bands, like, you know, indie rock bands, or, you know, traditional rock and roll.
And don't
bands.
forget, hip hop right now is 50 years old. Keep going.
So for him to do that, and the stigma that came with it from Noel Gallagher,
Where's he
member
from
of
now?
legendary Oasis. He's from Manchester, England.
Yeah.
And his whole thing was like, you know,
what is Bloke doing on my stage, man?
Hip hop, you know, Glastonbury is full, you know, the guitar bands and stuff like that. Hip hop, no chance, you know, and all that good stuff. And, you know,
and Jay-Z went on stage and performed this to the cover of his song.
Yeah, listen.
With a guitar.
Listen, man, listen. I mean, we can play a snippet of it, you know, Listen. You know?
Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh. Petty Hope is funny. It's a funny hope.
Sure. Listen. And then you know, and then Mr. Noel Gallagher got some strays on Jock and Jay-Z, for those familiar with that record.
I seen you jockin' Jay-Z, cause they got a Mercedes, and you know about it, ladies.
I seen you jockin' Jay-Z, jockin' Jay-Z, jockin' Jay-Z, jockin' Jay-Z, jockin' Jay-Z, jockin' Jay-Z, jockin' Jay-Z.
I'm so dope, boy, fresh. That bloke from Oasis said I couldn't play guitar. Somebody should have told him I'm a fucking rock star. Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna throw it back to you. I'm living life as a rocker. I'm like Pimp C, partner coming down and Mercedes peeling off on the boppers.
Feels the way I do about you now. It was lit. That festival, oh my God. And after all,
and if you don't believe me, hold on. Here's him talking about Jay-Z.
Welcome back, my guy.
About ticket sales at Glastonbury, and that's my opinion, and that's the of it. Right now, when Church of England Brigade,
he's funny now.
in the broadsheets,
he just spent, but he's funny.
And have me going down Hyde Park Corner, blasting and slamming, you know, that's, you know, for the record, I like Jay-Z, right? You know, so. That's my opinion. Everybody, if it offends people, ask me any more questions. You know what I mean? I should do these things and come along and answer like every 2-bit pop star.
Yeah.
Nah. He's honest, man. You know, whether you like how he says it or not.
So basically, he
He's
would
honest.
basically say, like, hey, man,
Listen, man, that hip hop's up over there.
we don't want it here.
We don't want it over here. we want guitars.
And Hope said, okay, I got you.
You know? And then right after that, I think he got right into 99 Problems. I think he blended it with one of them classic AC/DC records. He wasn't playing around, man. He wasn't playing around. He was not playing around. He got right to the smoke. He even spit American Boy freestyle, which is just fire. Listen, man. If you want to see some MCing, that records like that and PSA is just a masterclass of how you MC your crowd. But you know, seeing what he did over there, listen, it's a big deal. It's a big deal at that time. Yeah.
Okay, so Jay-Z got his recipient for the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award.
Sure did.
Went on stage. Let me see if I can get a clip.
I get nervous when I tell the truth.
I'll put it right now.
Thank you very much. I usually say this is a sippy cup for Blue. But Blue's grown up now. She doesn't take sippy cups, and she has her own Grammys. First of all, thanks to Dr. Dre, who said he in the house. He's somewhere. Oh, there he is. Andre Young, thank you, sir. All the doors that you opened, you know, showed us that we can be rock stars. Seeing you on the Rolling Stone. Obviously, there's Run DMC with the Leathers and the Aerosmith. But when you came out west, you took it to a whole new level. Put us on covers, Rolling Stone. Put us around the world. You and Snoop, all that y'all did, all the records y'all broke. So thank you for this. Honored to accept it. Honored to accept it. And thank you to the Black Music Collective for all the work that you guys do. Scholarships for young creatives. And hopefully, you know, I'm adding to, you know, what you guys are doing out here. Obviously, it's great to have an award for such an icon. How far we've come with Will Smith and them, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, winning their first Grammy in '89, and boycotting because it wasn't televised. And then they went to like a hotel and watched the Grammys. I didn't even understand what it wasn't a great boycott. We're here. But then, '98, I took a page out of their book. I was nominated for the Best Rap Album, and DMX had dropped 2 albums that year. They both were #1. Shout out to DMX. And he wasn't nominated at all. So I boycotted, and I watched the Grammys. I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right, at least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't gotta clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion-based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. But outside of that, you know, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am. Just in life, you got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman. Until they call you a genius. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me? Thank you.
As you heard from Hov, Hey, man, some of you, I don't get the metrics, man.
So some of you,
Some of you
some of you may feel that you've been robbed. Some of you
will get robbed.
will get robbed, and some of you don't belong in the category. He said, no. When I get nervous, I just tell the truth. Listen, man.
He's like, you got somebody here that's one, has the most Grammys of all time, and never won the album of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure this out. Know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. So, hey, man. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, Jay's, saying his 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny, but it's just.
They say there's truth in humor.
Exactly. This felt like a Dave Chappelle mini skit with that line right there. So yeah, I got the word.
It's funny how you mentioned Dave Chappelle, because exactly how I feel about Dave Chappelle as far as he's at his absolute pinnacle of stand up. That's exactly how I feel about Jay-Z. It's not just really rap anymore. It's just a different thing.
He's number one.
It's just a different thing.
And for those haters out there, you Nas fans, just one more plaque on the wall, man. What did he say? What did Jay-Z say? He said what? He said, just show up, man.
Yeah, just show up. Thank you.
Just show up.
Yo, my whole thing is, listen, one of the biggest things I've always said.
Send me the Reddit.
Thank you, Emperor Keith.
Send me the Reddit. I'm talking to Mr. Zay over here. Yeah, he just on here. But yeah, so
one of the biggest things I've always said when it comes.
That's the one that illest. I'm sorry to keep you going, but just show up.
Seriously,
just show up.
Yeah.
Show up. Be better every day. Mm-hmm. Forget the rewards. Forget the accolades. Just show up.
Yeah.
That and the funny thing is, a lot of the speeches were just saying the same thing. Yeah, it's cool to have it, but it's not the end all be all.
No.
Miley Cyrus said it.
Yeah.
Victor Monet said it. Coco Jones said it. Hey, it's cool. But just show up. Hov said it too. Just show up.
Just show up.
And then when you become the chairman, or you become the founder, or you become the boss, whatever, then you can make the rules much more easier. You can understand what's going on behind the scenes because, I want to know.
I agree with you, man. Honestly, bro, hearing that speech Drake made a few years ago and my perspective on it, it's always made sense. And you're talking to a guy who put a lot of prestige and regard and validation to the Grammys when I was younger, but as you get older and then you see things for what they really are, you realize this doesn't matter. Then as a person who's a avid music lover, obsessed to a different degree, and a person who's gone to live shows and witnessed these spiritual experiences and see how much these artists put into that all, that you cannot equate that in this award.
No,
you cannot.
Like Travis Scott said in Utopia, it's that pinnacle.
Yeah. It looks
different.
Sorry to cut you off. It looks great for your team, their resume. It's great to increase, that
the revenue,
your revenue and everything.
The budget.
But the budget, the look, the type of deals that you could get from a commercial standpoint, and how much people you could reach, and the streams and all that other stuff. But honestly, it doesn't mean nothing. Whether Jay-Z never won any, whether Nas never won any, it doesn't take away from what they mean to the Black community, to culture, to music in general. It really does it. And I'm not just saying it because they never won album of the year or anything like that. I'm just saying it because at the end of the day, when you touch that stage it is a different ball game. They're not checking for your Grammy. They're checking. They're looking to connect. They're looking for presence. They're looking for authenticity. They're looking for showmanship. It's you could that listening on a record off your phone, through your earbuds, in the car, through your radio, versus going to these shows and seeing how these people respond. For those who not bringing the shows, it's a different experience.
Hence why those island boys out here doing very suspect things. I'm an island boy looking for an island girl, and I never played a song. Not once.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. You would never. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
On Walt.
Yeah.
That's one song I do not like. Hands down. I remember I had a customer ask for that record. I said, now my time.
Honestly, I haven't watched much of the interviews, but I've just seen little clips of them going viral where they go on these different platforms, try to turn up and get bold, and that energy fades quick.
Not on my. You don't remember the Ayana segment?
Hmm?
Not on my watch.
Nah.
Not on. That's me. Not on my watch.
Nah, bro.
Sorry.
Nah.
You could never get a stream out of me.
Yeah.
Never. I would even down the record. If I went to somebody's party, yo, you got that Island Boy record, bro? The birthday girl wants it. Well, obviously, didn't want to hire me for a DJ then, huh?
Nah. She can't get that.
Sorry, it's too dirty.
It's like, and my whole thing is just like, there's
plants. Those are plants.
Yeah.
Forget what everybody else, cat women says about plant. Them right there.
Yeah.
Them two dudes right there.
Yeah.
Those are plants.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, we don't need that dictating any the standard that has been set by hip hop.
Yeah.
And the people who've put blood, sweat, and tears in a level of substance and artistic equity into this. We don't speak about these type of individuals out here trying to just make a mockery of something that was considered a fad that couldn't be taken seriously, and now look at us where it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Facts.
So
yeah. Hats off to Jay-Z. Sorry, I want to feel like I've been pumping up Jay-Z.
Yeah, but again, it comes down to and I've been seeing a lot about this today where people are trying to say, well, Kanye said the same thing. Yes, he did, but it was in a different, if it was in a different way, and his timing was the best. Was he right in what he said and what he's been saying about the Grammys and what he did at the VMAs when he said about Beyonce? Yes, he's correct. It has not changed. But again, one thing Kanye's always said about Jay is he wished he could be better at conveying the message in a way where where he basically he wished he could disarm people the way Jay-Z disarms people and stuff like that. It's because again, when you look at his style, unless you're really tuned in and stuff like that, Jay-Z could say some things and disarm you in a way versus Kanye where it's brash and it's C4 everywhere. It's a Michael Bay movie everywhere when it comes to Kanye.
quick note about Kanye West.
Yeah.
That woman that was kind of chasing you down while you're walking on the street, and she had those very braggadocious questions to ask.
Disgusting behavior.
You are justified for that.
Absolutely. Anybody who feels different.
If you feel the type of way about it, you come on the podcast and discuss it with us, because I wish that I could take a camera and,
follow her home.
Shove it in your face.
Yeah.
Follow you home.
Yeah.
He, they, she, it, whatever you are as an individual.
Yeah.
I recognize you as an individual. That's why I didn't say any other bad words. And, just say kind of random questions about your life.
Yeah, like how do you give it up to your husband? What is he like?
Is it safe to say that your husband, doesn't like this kind of stuff in bed? Is it safe to say that your parents was like your No, he was right. I will flash that camera too. Don't follow me around. Now, granted, I bet not like the way how the conversation went to when he started bringing up race into the situation. Mm-hmm. But no, I deserve respect. I reserve my own time. So don't do that.
Listen,
Don't put a camera on my face. Yes, I'll snatch your camera,
Mhm.
and you might not get it back. I don't care who you from.
you're lucky he snatched it
And
I'm-
then chuck it,
and then chuck it because I guarantee you
or snatch it and keep it.
you know them parts that lead to the sewers on the side of the sidewalk.
Oops.
Yo, listen, man. F around and find out. That's what I'm gonna
Oops,
say.
something fell in the.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I
Yeah.
it's flipped out my hand. It's so slippery. These new iPhones, man. Yeah, they're made of glass.
Hope you have insurance for it.
Oh, you don't? Oh.
Oh, man. Oh. Hope your credit's all right, because that direct depot.
Better call TMZ. Huh?
Oh man.
Okay, so we had that going on. Hove getting recognized. Billy Joel being recognized.
Yes.
The lovely singer-songwriter. I forgot your name again.
Joni Mitchell in the
Joni
house.
Mitchell getting recognized. So then became the big stuff. The big stuff. Song of the year. A&W, Lana Del Rey. Anti-Hero, Taylor Swift. Butterfly, John Baste. Dance the Night, Dua Lipa. Flowers, Miley Cyrus. Kill Bill by SZA. Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo. What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish. And the winner for the song of the year was What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish.
Incredible record, and not only that, just an amazing performance. Like, she's not for play. She hasn't been for play for a long time, but she's one of those artists, man, that you need to pay attention to her evolution very closely, or you'll miss a lot.
And shout out to the Barbie fatigue jacket she wore.
Hard. That was a tough
little
jacket.
Letterman jacket.
That was a tough jacket, bro.
Mattel, listen, man, you guys on a good streak. Don't do it this. You didn't mess it up the bag now.
Yeah.
Okay? You got the Barbie movie going on. You did the Transformers. You know what I mean? You get it. The light is shining. You shining right now. You shining.
Yeah, Disney out here treating the run like an Rubik's Cube that you can't quite figure out right now. Like,
y'all have all this history, bro. Explore it.
Yeah, I agree. Might as well. I don't know. It's not Mattel, but you remember those like American beauty dolls that are glass and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a story behind that because those are really popular.
So they had that because that Barbie movie was really something.
Mm-hmm.
So that won Song of the Year.
We're at a time where cinema should be executed at the highest level, visually, but also with the actors and actors we have at our disposal, along with the writers.
The writers, the directors, producers, and these soundtracks. If you merge it together, you can have a Barbie movie too.
Absolutely.
A cultural phenomenon.
Absolutely.
Because when you think of Barbie, you think of kids, but the way how the people would talk about how good it was and all the aspects around it, they nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
So you have that, right, for Song of the Year. Then you had Record of the Year. So you had Worship by John Baste, Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius, Flowers by Miley Cyrus, What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish, On My Mama, Victoria Monet, Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo, Anti-Hero, Taylor Swift, Kill Bill, SZA. These are the Record of the Year. Okay? I believe Song and Record is different because Song of the Year, one of the categories relies upon the actual song, and the Record of the Year relies upon the whole overall, like producers, engineers, songwriters.
Yes.
That aspects.
Mm-hmm.
And Miley Cyrus won it for Flowers, because Flowers is I love the record.
This is what I'm talking about. She wrote a record that is catchy, that is relatable, and that connects. You know, the point of these songs is to connect. If you're not connecting with the listener, what are you really doing? I don't care if it's a pop record. I don't care if it's an piano record. I don't care if it's a dubstep record. I don't care if it's a reggaeton record. There are elements that need to connect, and regardless of the level that it's at, the same respect I have for a record like that is the same respect I'd have for a record of an artist that you haven't heard of yet. To be honest with you,
facts. So then came the big finale. Album of the Year. World Music Radio, John Baste.
Yeah.
Okay, the man's been on piping hot.
Listen, man,
because he won it last year.
He had a great live performance too.
And people were like, "What the hell?" Also, yeah. Shout out to Fantasia Barrino.
Yes.
For the Tina Turner inspired project, because no one could do it like her.
No.
Because Fantasia got a powerful voice.
Another great American Idol great.
Yeah. Then you had the record by Boy Genius. Endless Summer Vacation, Miley Cyrus. Did you know that there's a tunnel under the ocean, Boulevard, Lana Del Rey? Lana Del Rey has been doing it for a long time too.
And I definitely applaud her a lot. I always think back to the SNL that she didn't do so good on, and people gave her a lot of stick at that time, and it didn't faze her. Mind you, she's a girl that comes from money, and you know how that goes. It's like, oh, you got a head start, but at the end of the day, this art stuff, you listen. Whether you come from money or nothing, you can't fake it. You got to prove yourself.
See, that's why I love.
That's why I respect for it.
Live performances.
Absolutely.
You can't fake the stage.
You cannot fake the stage.
Sorry, Sexy Red fans.
Can't do it.
Get mad at me all you want.
You do it.
I've seen the performances before.
Yeah.
Not inspiring.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them be like, oh, I'd go to shows. I wonder why. You listen, you rate them, you talk about what so and so in discussion. Well, find out who's who.
See, that's why these verse battles, a lot of these artists will get killed.
There's a level of smoke you see. You stay away from that fire.
Because I put you on that stage with your ops.
Listen, man.
Come get it now.
Listen, there's some steps there. Listen, man, there's some steps that ain't right out here.
No, don't go there.
No.
Don't go there.
Listen, man, scary. It'll become scary hours on that stage.
Yes, it will. Okay. The Age of Pleasure, Janelle Monáe.
Mm-hmm.
That was phenomenal. I like it too. Guts, Olivia Rodrigo. Midnights by Taylor Swift. SOS SZA. Now, going through that category, how I would rate it.
Okay.
SZA's for number 1. John Boston number 2.
Okay.
Boy Genius. Janelle Monáe. Olivia Rodrigo. Lana Del Rey. Miley Cyrus. And the last is Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
How I would rate it because of how often I play these albums.
I understand.
SZA was scorching. Every single put out from the project.
At least platinum.
Platinum and then some. 6
singles. She had the critical acclaim. I'm talking about like various critic outlets, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
Everybody was
4
playing
stars,
it.
5 stars. It was what it was supposed to be.
Okay. All right. You couldn't deny the girl. John Boston picked the way he left off. Made it more poppy.
Mm-hmm.
But still, was fire. That Boy Genius group in Lana Del Rey.
Not for play.
Boy Genius. Hey.
Listen, women definitely dominated that album of the year category. That's shout out to the women. Y'all definitely dominated that album of the year category. You guys.
Olivia Rodrigo, you followed it up. You're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're coming. You're the next pop star. You're coming. Trust me.
Absolutely.
You will not be ignored.
Nah.
You will have your time. Trust me.
Definitely not.
Okay, because you followed up. That's harder to do. From your first album to your sophomore album to make the follow-up as good as the first one. Not a lot of people can do that.
People don't understand that.
Okay?
You know? And that's why I give SZA so much credit.
Yeah.
You know?
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. But sensational. Okay? And Lana Del Rey, you do what you do, baby. And Miley Cyrus, I have nothing against you. I like the project. But, I was like, okay, hey, man. Your song is so catchy. I can't deny you.
No. Her music is undeniable. Her talent is undeniable. But again, my issue from the outside looking in stems from that whole Mike Will situation and the type of time she was on. at that point
Oh,
and stuff
well,
like
she
that.
wanted to be trappy and you know,
doing all this stuff. And then the minute she was back in the good graces and stuff like that, it was F that. Like, you know, like it didn't insist. Like she took like she found one of the Infinity Stones and it was, you know, it was like one of those type of things and stuff like that. And you know, and like I said, talented, very smart.
Mike Will and her fell out?
So I remember she was doing all those songs and she was twerking and Mike Will was producing her music and stuff like that. She said something about hip hop that I didn't like and stuff like that. You know, I think it was along the lines of the stuff that Post Malone was saying early on in hip hop that I didn't like either. But both extremely talented artists who I rate their music. I just didn't like those type of things, bro.
All right. So you had all those there. And to me, Midnights was last because it wasn't really an album to play in the clubs or to get me in the mood. It was like, okay, this is a cool album. Nothing like, oh my God, jaw dropping.
I think because Taylor Swift has crossed over so much from her country roots to this pop level of superstardom, I think this was a very pop driven album.
It was. But it wasn't better than all the others in the category.
No, it was.
Sorry.
It definitely was.
Sorry, Midnight. Sorry, Swifties. I'm sorry.
It was not. I'm
not hating on her because I'm saying it's a good album for the year, but it wasn't better than the rest. Also, there's people in the category. I'm sorry.
It wasn't, and this is the problem because SZA had all the numbers on the board, all the critical acclaim,
Billboard charts, number one.
charts, a great tour.
Okay,
you know, hitting all these late night shows, doing all these high profile interviews, and all these.
She was
things.
scorching.
Her label, I think it's RCA and TDE put her in a position to win. And my thing is like, especially TDE is all about quality control and timing and giving the artist the best chance and all the resources to win. And my thing is with SZA, you know, again, from what I've seen, she works at her own pace, and I could see artists being frustrated, but at the same time, it's just like if there's a level of quality control and it's about timing and giving you the best chance to win, they did their job to be honest with you. And my biggest thing is like, SZA, I think you're sensational. To me, you are the one out of the rest, you know, out of the Summer Walkers of the world, out of the Ari Lennox of the world. To me, you are that top of, you know, I'm not saying like, you know, you're just the one for me out of all of them. And I love all of them, to be honest with you. And I think there are things that you do that I can't see them doing. And I have my reasons for that. But listen, you put out a great body of work. Keep your head up. I look forward to your new project.
We didn't say who won though.
I thought you did.
No, I just labeled who they were in the category.
You said. I thought you said the name before.
I said the name of the category. I didn't say who won it.
Okay.
Can I tell who won?
Yeah, who won?
Taylor Swift, Anti-Hero won. Mm-hmm. Midnights won for the best album of the year.
There you go.
How?
Listen.
This is the same thing they did last year with John Bastille. No disrespect to John Bastille. You made a musical on the album. That's why I understand why you probably got it. But if I go back to 2023 and put those albums in there, sorry, Bastille, you wasn't doing it. Let me see the 2023 album of the year.
Honestly, I think it's a collection of things. You know, granted, the producers she works with. I know one of the producers out of the TDE camp. Shout out Soundwave.
No. It was 2022. He won.
No?
I think it was 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year was Harry Styles.
Yep, for Watermelon. I think or Watermelon album.
No, John Bastille went in 2022. It was for the We Are.
Well, like I said, man. Optically, you know.
For 2022, in that year, he beat out Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga, Love for Sale, Justin Bieber's Justice, Doja Cat, Planet Her, Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever, Her, Back on My Mind, Olivia Rodrigo, Sour, Taylor Swift, Evermore, Kanye West, Donda, Lil Nas X, Montero. Did you hear those albums just mentioned just now for 2022?
I did.
And he beat all those guys out.
I've seen it. Listen, I've seen this before. Back in the day, I think, yeah.
To me, she should win it was Doja Cat playing her because she was scorching 2022. You couldn't deny her.
No. Like I said, bro, at this point with the Grammys, bro, and stuff like that, I think at this point is for these artists, and again, this is just my take. It may sound radical. It may not make sense to y'all. Stop wasting your time submitting and going to their thing, and aligning with your brand, and your likeness, and along with their ratings. Just go on tour, secure the bag, and get your roses with your fans. To be honest,
I'm not gonna hate on anything that you just said because for me, why do you think Drake wasn't there?
Been saying this for some time, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw them shove The Weeknd away and get snubbed.
Yes.
For After Hours. We saw it happen.
Dawn FM.
I'm happy to submit that album. I'm really happy. He might change his mind, but honestly, man, between those two projects, we're talking about career defining projects.
Yeah,
we're talking at this point, and that snub was nasty, man. That was a nasty snub if I'd ever seen one. A record like Blinding Lights that had the most streams that took the spot from Shape of You from Ed Sheeran. He took that spot and stuff like that from Ed Sheeran. He talked about it on the Breakfast Club. He said, listen, man, these first week streams and stuff like that mean nothing. He said Blinding Lights at that time was going to overtake Shape of You. And it eventually did. Mind you, this record was written for Rihanna in mind, and she decided not to take it. Yes, he wrote it for her in mind. She chose it. Ed Sheeran. She didn't want it. So, kept it for himself, and it did what it did. Bro, this happens all the time. This happens all the time. Think about it. Pharrell wrote Happy for CeeLo Green. CeeLo didn't want it, Eventually, these type of records go to their, respective creative homes and they do what they do. Rihanna's had a lot of hits. She didn't, maybe she won it. Bro, this happens all the time. Hindsight's 2020. Hindsight's 2020, man.
Okay. So that my major review was that one because I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Nothing against you Swifties,
but
I do like Taylor Swift, but not for this year. No.
One thing I will say, and this is directly to the artists' teams, it's important when these records are shopped that the artist hears the record. The team doesn't turn it down till the artist hears the record.
Facts.
When you hear these stories about like Umbrella was supposed to go to Mary J. It had Britney Spears in mind. My question is, did the artist hear the record? If the artist didn't hear the record, you were just turning them down. That is a problem. That is how people get fired.
You miss out the bag. Sorry. Didn't Jay-Z go after? Was it Neo or was it I think it was Neo. Because Jay-Z was mad that Neo gave a song away. It was music.
He was mad that Neo gave away "Let Me Love You" by Mario.
Yeah,
he was upset with that. But listen, at the time, man needed to eat. Need to eat, bro. Listen, this was a guy coming off a group that eventually disbanded, that was struggling, making no money and stuff like that. And so you give that big record away to write many more hits for yourself. This is what separates Neo from a lot of singer-songwriters, and the Dream included. Can you write hit records for yourself and write for others?
Hello?
Stuff like that. There is a difference. And yes, so that record, if this was his entry into eventually doing his solo thing and getting his foot in that door for his thing, so be it. Yes, I would have loved to for Neo to keep it. Yes, I would have loved for the girl who wrote for If I Were a Boy by Beyonce to have that and be her shining record. But at the end of the day, sometimes the cards are dealt how they are dealt.
Yes, I would love for Party Next Door to have work for himself.
Man, listen, man. That's you. That's you.
But a song. Anyways, that's my one review. Another review, another critique. I will call that review critique.
Okay.
Eventually, rap music has to split into two different categories.
Couldn't agree more.
I'm just saying what I have to say. If you can split up R&B, you can split up rap music.
They I feel like they split R&B in a myriad of ways. They could do the same thing with rap music.
Yes.
It could be, traditional rap.
Yep.
Progressive rap.
Yep.
Conscious rap. If you want to do trap rap, cool.
You can make it like a hip hop category and a rap category.
Yeah.
If you want to do it like that, define it, because for like rap performance, nothing against you, Killer Mike. You smoked yours. Some of those guys in that category, bro, they had you beat, man.
Listen, for every popular name, we could say that,
just like Kendrick Lamar, Pimp and Butterfly.
Like I said, for every popular marquee name, we could say that beat these not so marquee names like a Killer Mike. Listen. I saw Freddie Gibbs put out Alfredo with the Alchemist. It lost to Nas. It lost to Nas, so it could go either way. My biggest thing is the quality of the music.
Yep.
And did it move the needle in the calendar year? I don't care how it did, and stuff like that. In particular, like, were people talking about it? Was there a level of engagement? Were there records, that people were talking about, that people were also streaming? And my thing is, like, this was a good category. Listen, I know Travis is probably upset and stuff like that. He wanted to win, especially, with Utopia. I'm sure Metro feels the type of way as well. I'm sure, Drake is super competitive about it, but my thing is just like, because of his tenure with them, he probably don't, at this point, probably don't feel no way and stuff like that. So, hey.
Overall, how would you rate the Grammys?
I enjoyed the performances, but if I was giving it a number, I'd probably give it like I guess it's mid 7. Do I plan on watching it again? Absolutely not.
I thoroughly enjoyed Trevor Noah as being the host of the Grammys. He kept the show moving along. Saying cameos like Meryl Streep and her son-in-law. That was funny.
Billy Joel, I loved him.
Billy Joel, I loved.
Joni Mitchell, amazing.
Burna Boy, I loved.
Yes,
Was this a groundbreaking Grammy for me? No.
No.
For me, when I heard God Did by Jay-Z, man, I had my attention.
That was goosebumps, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole live performance at the table, like,
yep.
Like it was like, seeing the faces that you saw at that table, especially seeing, his man Emery at that table.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
Man, wow.
Emery is a big part of Jay-Z's success.
Indeed.
Okay.
Definitely part of the story.
He's part of the story.
Was Tata there?
I don't remember if Tata was there, but
the
close ones were there, though.
Too.
Yeah. A who's who was there sitting down at that table.
Yeah, man.
All right. Okay, this is episode what? Well, this is a Grammy episode of this on the record.
Yep.
Stay tuned, because later this week we'll have our normally scheduled episode.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you guys. What? I guess next episode.
Next episode. Week? Next episode next week. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Ain't no songs put in here. It's just only focus on the Grammys.
Facts.
Later.
Deuces.